Okay, time for YouTube, and I'm going to do something I don't normally do. And we have no wind today, but we do have thunder bumpers coming in. This was the original cap. Okay, we're going to Southwest Performance Products. You know how something's failing? Oh, my wires were down tight. Okay. This Southwest Performance distributor, and I'm going to point out the flaws in the truck, was sabotaged. Okay. This is your buffer washer, okay, your electrical washer. The plunger, the contact plunger that contacts the rotor, and you notice the rotor's all full of streaks. I mean, this thing's shorting every direction, every which way. Okay. You got a hot coil, and then you got spark going everywhere. And that's because the plunger, okay, was not in the position that it was supposed to be in. It was up above. And this little button has a lot more pressure than the one I got with the CarQuest cap, because that's the cap that's in the truck. So after I show you the exact design flaws, okay, of what's going on here, nothing wrong with this cap. I don't know what's inside of it, because that's what I told people, okay, about brand new products, like my my welding cart. You got a plastic wheel. I have to bring that out then. I'm going to let the camera roll. Okay, these are not setup videos like the other shops do and these other people do to you. I'm just a real guy with real problems. But the Southwest Performance, and even they put the freaking label on the box upside down. There's the bottom of the box. It's not facing up. Okay? Alright, so I got a new module because it already blew the module, and that was just simply because of the orientation of this. So we're going to open this cap then once I show you the big boo-boo. The big boo-boo. Okay? So here's the big boo-boo. Okay, this is what I did in the military. I corrected design flaws. And sometimes you create another one. I had to close the hood. As I said, it was raining here. We had thunderstorms. And this is really my weather. I'm in my element. I love the heat, the humidity. And I know other people, I could do without it. Well, I love it. I'm going to take it down inside here. And I used flange bolts, okay? This valley cover here, okay, that's your galley cover. It's called your galley cover, all right? Where your lifters and stuff are at down there, okay? Nobody puts that back together with the stock shit because it leaks, okay? That's why mine's not leaking and it's not all wet with oil, okay? But actually you can see where this distributor's shorting and it's throwing the spark up out of the distributor at night. I was really surprised what I saw. But anyway, you can't turn that distributor, okay, the way you should. That distributor should actually be about a ½ inch to three-quarters of an inch taller from the base to actually function. Now, maybe somebody did get smart, okay, and that's probably maybe a stock design. I don't know because I don't have a straight Chevy a straight Chevy inline, okay. But when you're bitching at a manufacturer like Southwest. And this came from Harbor Freight. Don't buy one. It's junk. We're going to open this cap up. It's new out of the box. Don't tell me. Let's see if it's good enough to take this shit out of here. The bit doesn't quite fit. As I said, these are not setup videos. Okay? And I'm going to tell you folks about torquing these coils. Torque them down tight because you can get a leak like that if the coil's not torqued down tight. Now, let's see whether this is sabotage. No. Now you see that's installed. See how that's installed? That's installed correctly. When I got this, that's how it was installed, the blue cap. and it probably is what blew the module. Okay, so what I tell everybody now, this is my peeve. Okay, and if you notice, the ground wire's over here because a lot of people like to locate that ground where this silver ground goes in here. See, the silver ground goes over this way. Okay, it doesn't really matter where you orientate that. All right. What we're dealing with here was a Sabotage brand new product, a Sabotage distributor. Okay, and that's what I do. In aviation, I corrected design flaws, and that's where I'm going to leave you guys hanging, and I'm going to show you what I did with the welding cart. Let's go and let me explain something. See, I'm not really in this video. I'm not one of those conceited guys where you got to see my face, my eyes. That had those plastic wheels on it. Years ago, I used to do a lot for charity. What was it? Make-A-Wish, Dreams Come True, things like that. And a lot of this stuff was coming from China. These had bad hubs, so I had one wheel was repaired, the other one still has the bad hub, and then the company, after I spent I don't know how much money, they sent new ones to the people that had it. But that was for one of those handicap bicycles for handicapped children. And that's why I don't do that anymore, because I thought I would come back from Iraq and be what I was. I thought I'd go back to building houses and doing all the good things that I like to do. And if you thought my hair was a mess yesterday, the sweat, the heat here is like a turtleneck sweater. I mean, it's my weather though. I love the heat, the humidity, even if it makes me look like crap. Like I said, I'm not one of those conceited people. I don't know what to call them. I don't have that vocabulary. I was a flight wing commander. My job was correcting design flaws. Okay, so I don't know where to go from here. Another thing was when I got this distributor, the whole distributor, okay, this was adjusted in all the way tight clockwise, like the clock rotates. So I've been gradually adjusting it out because, as I said, I've been having a throttle issue, a big hesitation. I took my carb apart because Holly really screwed me on that carburetor too. It's the sign of the times, like any retard that would put plastic wheels. Now, I don't care if that was a refrigerator, you know, like a luggage cart. Who would put plastic fucking wheels? You know what I mean? And this is Mr. Environment there in the White House, this jerk off. He says to us about the environment. He doesn't give a shit about all the shit that China churns out that ain't worth anything. It goes right in a shit can. And in this cart, I didn't pay for this cart, by the way. I went out to the recycling because the guy that probably had that cart already knew it was a piece of garbage. It was very ill handling with these small wheels. The center to try to tip the cart back. Now with those big wheels, that's like a dream. That's how fast I wheeled it out of there with those bigger wheels. Those are about 14 inch in circumference, and they're not pneumatic. Hopefully that's in the video that you saw where there was a valve stem hole. Those are a solid, like a foam tire. I'm hoping people notice that. So they're like a tricycle wheel. I tried using a 1/2 inch piece of, it was actually a steering rod from a Craftsman tractor. It ended up just a little too short because there was a big twist in it on the end, or otherwise I could have used it, but it was 1/2 inch OD. I had to, because of the diameter of the axle on those wheels, with the one that had the replaced hub and the other defective one. But anyway, I had to machine them down with the grinder. I had the bench grinder in the shop, and then I was using the angle grinder. And I eventually got the shaft shaped down that I could put the wheels on, and it works perfect. Awesome shit. But that's part of, like I said, when you have a design flaw. I'll take you back to it in case you didn't get a good view of what I did. I cut the original axle off for the small wheels. And see, this is the original axle down here. I'm about ready to have a, okay, and I got dirt on the new paint. It's still sticky because of the humidity. And see, I used bushings so it does not grind off the where the spokes are. I made plastic bushings and stuff. That's the only plastic now that's on the cart. But this is what I tell people. Oh, and I got the tires out from underneath this F250. I'm going to change my oil in my truck. I'm not really going to do much with this other than start on it tomorrow. We got this frame member hacked out of here. And imagine all that. That's why I'm going to a frame member like this. Because all that dirt packs up in the truck. And if you look at this frame from the other side, holy dog stuffing, I got to make a ribbon there. I'm going to put a ribbon on that. I'll put a double ribbon up top and bottom. Because like I said, the new frame is really golden. And I've got to get rid of crap like that. And this crap, it's NA. No longer functional. Or no longer needed. Swiss cheese. So, we found out it might be safe to install this cap. So now I've got to grind out that space. And by the way, I didn't order the LGBTQ or the alphabet cap. That's supposed to be a red cap. It's pink. Now, the truck's got a female name, but I still would have liked a red cap per Southwest Performance. And I don't know what this is, this haze on that. The other coil's all metal. It's not plastic. I don't know if they changed something that, you know, maybe this will function better. But anyway, what I was showing you there where the bolt is, when I use that flange bolt, I can't adjust my timing the way I should. So I've got my grinder out. I'm about 7 degrees above where I want to be with my timing. Advanced. I want to be more retarded. And maybe that thing, what I'm doing, what's going on with the truck, it has a sweet spot. It's running really well. And I have the gap. I had the gap for the old coil. Now I have the CarQuest coil in there. The replacement coil that I got. I have the gap opened up to 50 thousandths. But what was happening is it goes to shift. And where it's going to shift, I'm getting that surging and that mist that they're describing. Well, you know what? It's nothing to do, I don't think it's with the vacuum advance. I actually think, so I'm going to go to Petronics, and then I'm going to order another distributor, a brand new one, and I'm going to shove this one up their ass. Because I can't even get a hold of their customer service. I still cannot get on my Gmail connection. And Facebook is welcoming me back on. All you have to do is press this. Well, I really didn't have time the other day, Facebook. Okay, you people want to ID me. Do people want to pick me up as a... I could be a little more professional. I try, I even though I curse in my videos. Does somebody want to sponsor a guy that really knows what he's doing, that works with performance products? Especially these trucks of this era. Because everything I have here is basically 2004 on back. You know, even my 79, my dually, that's all HEI stuff. That's all Holley and Edelbrock and this stuff. That's why I have these old tractors. I have 30 and 40-year-old equipment. You can't buy anything like it today. You buy that stuff over at Lowe's, it's junk in a year or two. Okay? China kept itself relevant in building a war machine, and now we got big problems on the horizon. Joe, bite me. I'll tell you what, I'd like to kick that son of a bitch's ass sideways. I really would. I mean, what a communist president. Him, Pelosi, and they want to put that stooge Newsom in there. I guess they're going to run Newsom. Holy Christ. And oh, Hillary wants to debate Trump. Hillary, I'd hide your head in shame. I want to tell you something. Don't pretend to be straight, you or Hillary. You know what? Somebody ever had a painting of me in a pink or a blue dress. I don't care what color dress. I'd rip their... Okay. End of video. Southwest Performance, okay, I got you. All right. So I was very, matter of fact, it was actually in December we had a warm spell. That was when I took that cap apart because, like I said, I saw spark. You know, the days are shorter here, and I saw spark going all over the top of the freaking engine, and I'm going, what the hell is this? So then, like I said, I went to and I got the CarQuest, and that sort of stopped it. But then I was still getting this like a dead miss. I'm at an idle, and it's idling real nice, and it's going ding, 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 ding. Well, that's how you know you still got a shorted distributor. So whatever Southwest Performance did, okay, to that distributor, I want another one that actually works, and I want actually for them to connect, you know, correct that design flaw. That distributor needs to be about that much larger. I'm going to enjoy my cigarette, and I said it's the end of the video. Southwest, I caught you. Okay? I'm only sorry I can't get on my Gmail and communicate with them, because I would love an explanation for why that distributor, the original one, was sabotaged like that. Chinaman can't get it right, what belongs where. Guess that's maybe the case. Or maybe it was deliberate like everything else that's going on. I don't know, okay? But what I do know is, okay, I call it emotional constipation. I'm getting tired of not being able to make no money. I'm getting tired of everything being freaking a plastic piece of garbage, okay, from China. It's about time people get their heads and their asses wired right in Washington, D.C., and the manufacturing sector. I don't care if it is in China. All right, y'all have a good evening. Have a fine Navy day.